hey, hey, hey. I kind of did spring that on y'all, didn't I? Hey, hey, hey. How are you all doing? How are you doing? This is your boy, Walt B. And this is the Walt B Connection. And we're here with another episode of Respect the Melody. This show is designed for creatives to talk and connect about things that we all experience, whether it be on stage, after stage. Tonight we're talking about before we get on stage. And so let's just go around real quick. I want you to introduce yourself. And if you can, tell me who your favorite neo soul artist is. Let's start with you, Angie.
Okay, you want me to introduce myself? Well, we all
Yeah.
know I'm Miss Angie B.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. No, but
Hey!
yeah, my name's Angie B, y'all. I love music. I love life. My favorite kind of music is actually neo soul and jazz.
Okay.
Um, my favorite neo soul artist. I don't know if I can actually say if I have a favorite. Um, I don't have a favorite. I'm sorry. I don't have a
Okay.
favorite.
Well, okay. Since you don't have a favorite artist, what would be a song you're really vibing to right now that's neo soul?
That's neo soul.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wonder if that is neo soul. I think it is neo soul. Okay, so Robert Glasper just came out with a song with India Irie. It's
Okay.
it's called High. She's on
Okay.
that time. I just called to say hi. I love that song. It's so amazing. But
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites right now. And somebody would.
All
I
right.
forgot.
I definitely feel it. All right.
Yeah.
How about you, Marcel? Come on, introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. And who is your favorite neo soul artist?
What's going on? Marcel Banks. Stage name is Paris L. I'm going by Do Me How tonight.
Got it.
Um, yeah. I gotta honestly say D'Angelo, man.
Okay.
I mean, just off the back, I ain't
Oh,
even try to think deeper than that. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
What's your favorite D'Angelo song?
It depends on the mood, bro.
Got it.
But
It really do. I
hold
think the
on.
thing about D'Angelo, he'll have me. It depends. I could be vibing to his leads, and then another
Okay.
day I'll just want to sing all his backgrounds.
These are the
Right.
You
facts.
know, yeah, it depends. Let's do this.
But is D'Angelo really neo soul or is he more like jazz? He gives me.
I think when he dropped that album, they kind of created. That's when they came up with that little
With
term.
the genre, yeah, because it's kind of a fusion of R&B and jazz, so to speak.
Mhm.
I always say this.
Gospel.
I always say, yeah, in gospel. I always say Erykah Badu is the mother of the neo soul movement,
Yes, she
and
is.
D'Angelo is the father of the neo soul movement. People argue about the Erykah Badu and Angie Stone because age wise, I guess Angie Stone would be first, but she didn't pop in neo soul until after Erykah Badu.
Right, right,
Right.
right. I
Um.
totally agree.
So
Okay.
my favorite neo soul artist right now that I'm vibing to is Shay Universe. She is a UK artist.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who did the thing that's going viral right now. Instantly connected when it caught my eye. Saw this brother
Mm-hmm.
around the way. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Love her. I love her. So I follow her on all social media, and I'm sure she's sick of seeing me in the comment section. Girl, you better sing, because that's just what she does. Um, yeah. So I love me some Shay Universe. That's what I'm vibing to right now. Um, my favorite overall neo soul song though would have to be "The Way" by Jill Scott.
Mm.
Right.
It would
Right.
have to be the way.
That's the song that I bombarded you guys' harmony with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're getting ready to talk about some things on tonight about how we prepare for a show. If you like this video and this content, want to see more like it, please hit that like button, share this video, and jump in the comment section and let us hear something. Tell us something good. If you want us to see your comment, we do need you to go over to our YouTube channel. Walk Be Connection, and my YouTube channel, that was and like the video on YouTube and comment, and we can get this thing popping on tonight. So tonight, in getting ready for a show, okay, so a lot of people think that it's just when singing is what you do and it is second nature. They think this is why they don't think it's a job. They think you just get up, get dressed, get pretty or handsome, and get on stage. They think that's what it is, right? But there's a lot of the behind the scene that they don't really get in terms of vocal care, in terms of like if this is your event that you're putting on, there's a lot of background that takes place. And in terms of even if you've just been invited to perform somewhere, if you are in the audience and you've seen a great show, there was a lot of work that went on to produce that show. The choreography, those dance steps don't teach themselves. They don't create themselves. I don't care how good we all sing, we gonna have to rehearse because somebody gonna want to hold a note longer than somebody else. Somebody know Gladys Knight's version of Midnight Train to Georgia, and somebody else knows who's that Osborne girl that sang it?
Kelly?
One of the Osbournes sang Midnight
No,
Train to Georgia.
the old school Osbournes, that family.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name, but I know you're talking about
Kelly.
Right. So I'm up here talking about leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Woo-hoo! And Angie's looking at me like, that's not how the song goes. What are you talking about? That's not how the song goes. And Marcel, Do Me How, is looking at both of us like, wait, I'm doing Aretha Franklin's version. What are you talking about? So there's going to have to be some type of rehearsal, some type of coming together on some level so that we're all singing the same thing. Now, vocal care. For those of you that are watching, each of us have been singing, I would say, more than 20 years. So we could definitely tell you how to take care of your voice and make sure it's in good shape. One thing I want to tell you is that you will always find somebody with a method of taking care of their voice that you ain't never heard of, and they will always try to shit on how you take care of your voice. This is what I'm going to say to you. Know your body, okay? Know your body and how your body responds, and then start from there. So I just real quick, before we get started, really dive into some things. What is one thing that you do to take care of your voice, your vocal, your throat? We'll start with you this time, Do Me How.
First thing you do is not do stuff like this. Very, and I'm gonna be real with you, very rarely have I seen someone get smoked out and get on stage and kill. Okay. And those that can, I get jealous of them, but you don't want that kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be comfortable where you turning into Eddie Kane Jr.
Right.
So, rest your voice for about a week. As far as smoking, at least a week. That'll clear up your cough, your scratchiness. You know what I'm saying? Am I kind of sticking to the topic?
You good? Yeah.
That's a for sure way. The care, the talk, like how I'm talking right now. Maybe that week you just talk light. You just make sure you just take your time. You don't scream. You don't argue.
Right.
So those are the first things I would tell you.
Awesome.
Your temperature too. Your water temperature. Don't get no ice cold water before you get on stage.
Right.
Which is my favorite. I'm horrible about that.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. All right. Angie, what are some things that you do to just take care of your voice?
Me personally, I think hydration is like key. Well, especially for me, it is key. I have to stay drinking water, stay away from the sodas, anything like acidy, lemonades, all that kind of stuff. I got to stay away from. So, like I said, just hydrating. That's the most important thing. Keep them vocals clear.
Absolutely. So I'm going to echo both of you. I hydrate like a mofo. If I know I have a show, today's Thursday. If I know I have a show Saturday, I'm drinking water already with Saturday in mind. Because what a lot of people don't realize is when you just drink a lot of water the day of, all it does is make you have to pee a lot, right?
Yes,
but when that water is in your system, when the water is in your system, it's really, really moving. It's you know, you're kind of hydrated. And as you know, when you're on stage, you're gonna do a lot of sweating. You're gonna do a lot of sweating. Hey, what's up? I see AJ is here. I see Terrell is here.
Hey,
how you all doing tonight? You're gonna do a lot of sweating. Your throat is in many cases gonna be exhausted. Another thing I don't do, now this is me personally, remember I told you, you have to know your body. So what I don't do, hey Tara, how you doing?
Hi Tara.
Hey Miss Tara.
So another thing I don't do the day of when I have to sing, I try not to before I get on stage. I try not to consume alcohol, but I'm gonna tell you about this one right here. This one right here.
Don't be moving on that.
I got it.
Sing, I'll be like, no, you know what? I gotta keep my voice because you know alcohol dries you out, right? Alcohol dries you out. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing? I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Jeanette,
balls, mints, yeah.
Alcohol dries you out. But Miss Angie will be like, "What we drinking?" And I'll be like, "I'm not drinking nothing." Yes, you are. What we drinking? I'm not. So let me tell you what this one will do. She'll go buy 2 drinks. Hey T Lee, how you doing? That's right. Uncle Walter is in the house. She will go buy 2 drinks. And you know, now one thing I refuse to do is I refuse to hit the stage plastered because my mouth is nasty. My creativity is a lot of times inappropriate. I have to filter what I'm gonna get ready to say. You know, a lot of people are like, "Ooh, you really put those words together nice." That's because I was filtering it. Trust me.
Right.
Three nasty things that ran across my mind before the nice thing came out, and so I got to be sober enough.
Holy hell!
I got to be sober enough to say, "Don't say that. Say this. Say this. This is the ad lib you want to do." Right.
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 And he is so serious too. Y'all just have no idea.
Hey, listen. While we doing that, please speak on the dairy, the cheese, the milk that cause phlegm in your throat.
Right.
Where you up to?
So, one thing I try to do when I know I have to sing, I regretted it the last show I did, but what I try to do is 5 hours before I sing, I try not to eat anything heavy. Nothing heavy. So we're talking about not a burrito, not a sandwich, not a salad, nothing that's just going to sit there because I want the full use of my air while I'm on stage. And I regretted it the last time because they had our asses on stage until Jesus came back. I swear he was like, it's about that time. You know, he was but he was like, yeah. But
they was not letting us off.
Right.
At all.
Right. I was like, all right, we done did our encore already. Don't be rude and ask for another one. Nah. But
at least they paid us though. I was cool with that money. I was like, but thank you, Lord. I appreciate it.
I was able to fan the extra sweat with a few of those coins that they tossed my direction. The shamoney. Now, the one thing that I do before I have a big show is I get on the treadmill, like Jeanette says. I get on the treadmill, preferably a treadmill that I can sing on. Okay? And this is something that works for me. I'm a larger guy, right? I'm big as hell. So I got to be able to breathe and sing these songs and move. So I get on the treadmill a lot of times and I sing through the set while I'm on the treadmill. And this is how I'm able to be on stage with Angie, who's up there getting it, and I'm able to get it too. And when we come to sing,
I'll take off my shoes. Because once your shoes come off, we good.
I'm able to sing and produce a sound without without
you better come with that mentality
and sounding like I just came up a flight of stairs, right? So this is something I do to prepare for a show. Those are just a few things, and we've each given you something there. Now, the one thing I try not to do and that I seen listed was the medicine ball tea. Remember early on I said you got to know your body? Mm-hmm. When I take the medicine ball tea, it dries me out.
That's because of the lemonade. Really? They put lemonade in there.
Yeah.
Really?
When I do the lemon ball tea, it dries me out. And when my throat is dry, I can give you a good 5-10 minutes, but I can't give you everything I got. You know, I'm giving you the... I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
No, that's true.
Now,
it's like you're parched. It's like you're parched. Like,
right.
Like you've never been in Death Valley for like 30 minutes with no water.
Absolutely.
It's that status, yeah.
Absolutely. So know your body. These are different things that can definitely help you out. Now, another thing that happens before a show, and I wonder if you all have ever had this happen. Memorizing lyrics. Let me do it this way. Memorizing lyrics can be a task. It can be a hard task. Now, I memorized them kind of easily because I directed choirs for so long, so I'm used to teaching, so I had to learn the lyrics first and then teach them to other people. But what are some of the ways or shortcuts, or you may be old school like me, what are some of the ways that you take a shortcut in learning lyrics to a new song?
Well, as for me, if I'm just doing backgrounds, I just listen for my background part, and that's it. And I'll listen for like keywords they'll say right before the backgrounds come in. You know.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how I memorize it is, you know, the I don't know what you would call that. Like the music has cues too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
retention.
Yeah. So memory, syncopation, whatever you just said, that part. So that also always helps me. But most of the time I just pay attention to what I have to do. I'll worry about everything else later.
Okay. That works. And
that's just easier for me.
But let me tell you, Mama shows up to rehearsal ready. Okay. She would come up in there with some ooh. We're supposed to be saying ooh right here. Mama comes ready. So it works for her. For me, I'm old school. So I listen to the song and I have to write the lyrics out. What I hear, what I think I hear, right?
I do that sometimes.
And then most of the time, by the time I'm done doing that, maybe once or twice, then I have the gist of what the song is saying, and then I can go and learn and fill in the parts that I do have wrong, you know, because sometimes you think they're saying something that's not what they're saying, and you just got to kind of fine tune it. That'd be me. Do me how.
Man, look here. I'll go first. So let's say we've done all of that, right?
And
it's time to get on stage, and for whatever reason, you've been smoked out before the stage. show with your stupid ass, or you know, you just nervous as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know these lyrics, right?
Right.
Go old school, man. Jot them down as big as you can. Throw that shit on the stage, on the floor. You know what I'm saying? If you got an old school Sharpie that shit, and if you're gonna do it, you gotta Sharpie it.
Right.
You cannot pin that shit. You will sweat that shit the fuck off.
Period.
Right.
Oh, just, you know, I'm singing a song to you. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of ways that you can do it. You know, just but those are my two go-tos. I don't have no. I'll mess around and be Dion. What's my dude, and just pull out the paper and just.
Oh my God! So you know, if that wasn't, I wish that wasn't ghetto, because that would be my girl. Do you know how I would kill if I was able just to read off the paper?
Or if you find a music stand or something, that always helps.
Right.
Jeanette, really good. Jeanette says that she remembers the story to the song, and that helps her memorize the lyrics. I like it.
And
that sounds good.
That even gets you to freestyling, like what we talk about.
Right. That definitely helps with ad-libs.
Yeah. Right. Like I sing Just Friends by Music different because I know the story. So, you know, yeah, you can slide in extra little words and build the story different. You know,
right?
Yeah. That story retention is very for real. Yeah.
So, funny story, karaoke. We're singing. We at karaoke, and do you remember that girl that got up singing "Call Tyrone"? And she was just adding all kind of ridiculous words to the song. Every time, she said, every time I ask you for a little cash, you say no, but turn right around and ask me for some pussy and that. You remember that?
Oh, that was too much. Yes.
But that's the ad-lib part.
Are the babies in there? I'm sorry, the babies in there, Angie?
Oh no, they ain't up in here. They upstairs.
No, you didn't see her 15 minutes ago. She was like,
every time I go like this, I'm talking to them. Go upstairs.
Okay. So she was able to kind of add. She was a mess, but she was able to add that to the song because she knew what the song kind of was talking about. Mind you, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to know what Call Tyrone is
and
about.
Mind you, don't be talking about her that bad because we just talked about that's what you do.
Right. Oh, let me explain something to you. When I get to getting my creative zhizh, like you'll be like, is he bisexual? Is he gay? What is Walter doing? Like you'll be that confused, right? Yeah.
It'd be funny as heck too.
Well, you know what? We live in the times. I was just talking about that last night. I saw Childish Gambino do Tamia's song.
Which one?
Into You. I really like what you've done to me. Yes, and he sang it without changing the sexual, you know, like she sang it. He didn't change you know, she to him to her. He didn't change none of that.
I love it.
And I thought it was strange, but then I said, okay. Well.
Did he
outside of that, he killed it. He murked it.
You know, just to make sure I can get a visual, I need you to send me that video. I feel like I would really enjoy that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to comment on something. Can you put that comment AJ just said? Okay, he says how many singers don't pay attention to. Right. So there's a lot of people that do not pay attention to the music. Right. I feel like that first off, the music is the most important thing. Absolutely. So aside from the lyrics. So, I mean, you have to pay attention to it, you know, but that's always been me. I've always paid attention to music. It also helps you. Music is the marker for me, you know, where stuff should go. So where the lyrics should go, how it's sung. So that helps me out a lot. I thought that's what everybody did.
But I'm going to also add, it helps when you're dealing with skillful musicians that know how to play like the song is on the record. Because a lot of times when you go places, they just playing by ear. They don't know the music, just like you don't know the lyrics. And so this is why we, the listeners, we don't really recognize the song, right? So yeah, absolutely, it does help to know the cues to the music, and this is what rehearsal is for. So for me, rehearsal is not where we come to learn the music. Rehearsal is where we come to rehearse what we've already practiced apart, right? So I'm supposed to come into rehearsal with some type of pre-knowledge of what's going on, right? So that when we come together, we're kind of fine-tuning what we know, right? That in my opinion, that's what makes for a good presentation. That's me, how I experience. Okay.
As a professional. So if we're talking about how to get prepared here, right?
Right.
We are now diving into something called band control, and that's way different than karaoke.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So band cues are a lot different. You know what I'm saying? But band cues save you better. You know, you don't have to rewind the thing. If that band sees that man missed that cue, they could just roll that thing right on over after 2 or 4 bars and give you that little slow down cue, like, nigga, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
On all of that too when you're getting into live. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, before we go any further, if you are watching this video, you're enjoying this conversation, I feel like we're connecting with some of you, but I don't see it reflected in the likes. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. If you know someone who is really, really trying to get out there into their singing, have them come tune in. We're going to say something that's going to help them. So we can have this conversation. Also, I would love it if y'all was watching this on my YouTube channel. I would absolutely love it. Now, we're going to take a break from the conversation real quick because we have to have this discussion because the people are playing. The people are playing in our faces, and I think we have to set something straight, whether we all disagree or agree to disagree. I have a question for y'all. Do y'all see this who on the screen?
Yeah, I'm blind, but I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh, they're doing it with the guys now.
Yes.
Okay.
These are the men of Aura and B.
Okay.
The men of Aura and B versus the men of the gospel. Now, we're not talking about anointing, so don't get on here talking about every time they gonna sing, he make my Hayo goes Boshata. We don't need none of that. Right?
Crazy.
We don't want you telling us they sang Daryl Walls at your grandma's funeral. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about vocal ability, the ability to sing, the ability to execute, the ability to put it out there. We're not talking about looks, right?
Right.
We're talking about vocal. You got to stay because there's some women watching, and I know some of y'all wish they was up here with no shirt on. Hallelujah.
Well, is that Tank up there?
That is definitely Tank. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, he the only one I'm worried about because that's baby daddy.
That's baby daddy. So y'all hear Angie. Angie said y'all stop lusting after her husband. Angie said,
No. No, I didn't say he was my husband. I said that's baby daddy. He too dysfunctional to be my husband. I don't do that dysfunctional stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he just baby daddy. That's it.
Well, put it out there.
I'm glad y'all got my face covered.
Wait.
No, go on.
Okay. So, question. That means you got to treat Tank right because if you doing Tank wrong, he ain't gonna be able to be there for him and Angie kids.
Right.
Oh, okay. Right. I knew I would hit the nail on the head sooner or later. Stop having him out all hours of the night. He needs to go be a father to them children. Now, all right. Who you got and why?
Okay, what do you mean who? Like who gonna come out of this victorious on top?
Yeah, the R&B guys or the gospel guys.
Man, come on, man. Don't do that. Come on, man.
What?
I mean, he ain't did it. That's what they did. I can't see the doggone picture though.
You can't.
I'm like, I mean, we would have to really, we would have to really dive into this, man.
Wanye. Oh, they got Wanye up there too.
They
Bro
got
Thomas.
You okay? So
Mario, Avery Wilson,
Tank. Wanye that can outrip anybody. You got Joe Thomas. I mean, like, how are we talking? Because let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Joe lost his range to me. So if you want to talk about Joe, are we going first album, Joe? Where this nigga was doing runs in 5 different keys and coming down and up and all up in and out of it, or I mean, where are we at? We're just too open here. And
my
Tank,
whole heart hurts.
And Tank shouldn't even be up there if I didn't already mention Wanye and Joe. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
We're not gonna talk about my baby daddy though.
I'm just saying. I mean, you look.
Okay, okay. We talking about vocal skills.
Yeah, just vocals. That's it.
Okay, because that dude can write his butt off. I
kind of got twisted there for a minute too. I started thinking about looks too for a second.
Talking about vocals.
No, I ain't even thinking about his looks.
Yeah, thank you for bringing us back. I was thinking about looks. That's why I was getting shocked.
I know, but you the one set the rules.
I know, I did, but I can't help it. But when I started looking at the picture, I was like, okay, but yeah,
Eric Dawkins, come on, man. And then the gospel community. What you call it, like what the gospel community calls anointed, I call their gospel runs. You know what I'm saying? You gonna pick up them Kim Burrell runs, them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just, a lot of these dudes on top come from gospel, but let's be 100. When you get out of that gospel realm, you actually lose those type of runs and stuff like that.
Facts. That is all facts.
I'm just too open for a conversation, man.
Well, I'm gonna say, and this is the same thing I said with
Tank is a beast, but man, come on, Tank ain't killing Wanye.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said with the women.
Oh no,
we're talking range, singing high. Gospel has that all day.
Okay,
right.
Okay? All them men down there, with the exception of Daryl Walls, all them men down there sing as high as women. And we talking about high singing women. We're not talking about altos. These all the men down there singing.
What's that one name? That Keelante, whatever his name is. Yeah, he be going ham. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie.
So
he be going straight ham.
To me, that's not what makes a good song. That's not what makes a good singer. For me, a good singer is someone who can tell the story, like a Wanye. A Wanye can start off a song and give you a little, a little bit here, a little bit there. He not gonna kill you till the very end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Someone like a PJ Morton. When I listen to PJ Morton's music, I'm able to really get the message, because not only is he telling a story lyrically, but he's telling it vocally as well.
Right.
And PJ Morton understands not every song needs a big scream and yell at the end. Sometimes, you're just chilling with somebody and the vibe and the goal is to just kick it. So for me, I'm going to go with the R&B guys on this. I'm going to go with old school Joe. Now, I did see Joe about 6 years ago. How old was that? About 6 years ago. And he killed. I seen him in San Diego, and he killed. Like, he's saying the things your man won't do live without music. And I mean, I was like, well, okay.
All right, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
And I'm being a little a-hole. Did he do I'm in Love in the same key with that run?
No.
That's the Joe I miss.
Okay. Well,
that Joe was off the chain.
I have to say this though. At 40, I can't always do what I did when I was 20.
I understand. I'll even take that one in a lower key. I'm sorry. I'm talking about.
Joe was definitely that dude.
Yes, he was.
Tank is the best singer all around for the R&B side. Okay.
Man, put AJ up on the screen. Come on now. You just got in the chat.
Listen to Aretha Franklin's gospel album. Okay,
gospel album.
But hold on, we ain't left the men yet. We're gonna get to the women in a minute. Who you got, Angie B?
I told you, Tank is my baby daddy. I'm rolling with my baby daddy.
I got it. Loyalty. Now
I'm rolling with my Tank. Okay.
It doesn't stop here. They still playing in our face about this right here.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I that's the first one I seen. I couldn't when I seen this. I'm like, I need y'all to stop.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do these verses anyway?
Oh my God.
I said, why they got to make everything a competition? Who is that?
People like me like mess. Hold on, let me rephrase that. People like me like competition on the internet. I don't like all that extra shit in real life, but okay.
Right. So they have Fantasia. Well, Fantasia runs. She runs in both sectors. So then Faith Evans, she runs in both sectors. Who else is that? I can't see. Jasmine. Jasmine. Now Jasmine's a doggone beast, hands down.
Right.
She's a beast, hands freaking down.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What did you say?
I said, am I racist? Because I know everybody but Kiba.
Yeah, but
like who's
that's never.
Yes, you are racist.
Did you call her Kiba?
Pink in there at least. I mean, I need to know. That's
no.
That Johnny's daughter.
No, Yeva is a beast.
She is a beast, but
she's a beast.
They didn't have to put her
butt off.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, she good though. Yeah, but I know where you going with that.
Yeah, right, I just don't know. I just don't know.
What I'm about to say might come off a little racist.
It is very racist.
I feel like when somebody who is not black sings black, I think we give them way too much credit. I think we blow
I feel what you're saying to a certain degree. But she holds hers though.
Cause you ain't never seen 5 niggas on Elvis Presley's album cover.
I'm just
you ain't never going to either.
I'm just saying, Yaba can sing, but if a black girl sang like Yaba, she would just be a TikTok star. She would be TikTok popular, Instagram popular. She would be sitting down to the bar and grill with me. This is what it is. Like, but you know, I'm happy for her success. I don't wish no harm on her and all the other bullshit you got to say to be politically correct. I wish all that shit.
That's how you buy you some time, Walt.
Now, for me, I'm gonna go with the R&B side again because I feel like there is no versatility or no variety on the gospel side, with the exception of Leandria Johnson and sometimes Kim Burrell. Everybody sounds the same.
Right.
They're all going to scream. They're all going to do the Kim Burrell runs. All of them. You know, everything is going to be about
sorry. You better throw Kiki in there.
Kiki's a beast.
She sounds like her mama.
But at the end, I was going to say, at the end of the day, Kiki is going to squall. That's all she's going to do. Like, when you go up to the gospel side, you got Brandy. You got Brandy who's going to give you technically difficult runs, musically challenging runs. Right. You got Jasmine Sullivan, who is
that one right there. She a beast.
In my opinion, when Jasmine gets going, she spanks Kim Burrell.
I actually can see that.
Yeah, she actually. Yeah, I agree.
And then I agree. Layla Hathaway.
Yeah, Layla. Oh, she sounds like her daddy. I love her.
But ain't nobody on that screen, gospel or R&B, fucking with Layla. Nobody.
You're right.
Everybody don't like Beyonce because, you know, they swear she the devil. Ooh, she had sex with the devil.
Beyonce really, she really has her own voice.
Right.
To
She
me,
got her own runs. She got her. It's her, and she's actually taking that that little voice of hers and pocketed. She got little runs of shit you just can't do and shit.
exactly.
In her own little-
Exactly. They be talking all of that. They be talking all of that shit about Beyonce.
Mhm.
Get your ass on stage and sing a Beyonce song and see won't you be reaching and scratching. Go, if you don't believe me, go YouTube Kiara Shears singing Love on Top and see don't she tap out before coming back.
Right,
Real talk.
right.
Them key changes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
But hey, put that back up real quick.
Oh, absolutely.
See, because my thing is, after all these girls kill you on the stage, I can really see Kiki just coming out and just screaming over every last one and just taking it again to a next episode. That Kiki is a
Kiki Wyatt or Kiara Shear?
Kiki Wyatt.
Okay.
That girl is, and I'm gonna tell you, she's one of them beasts that can get drunk and for some reason it don't affect her.
Right. You ain't lying about that.
She's one of them ones that can, like, she defies. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. So we had that conversation. I feel like we talked about a few of the things. Would you agree?
Yes. Here.
Now, so the day of the big show has arrived. Okay. You're nervous. You got to go on stage. And let me just add the group before you killed. So there's nothing left in the room. How do you deal with your
always
nerves?
something left in the room.
Okay, well, see, I like that attitude. I love that attitude. But how do you deal with those nerves? Those nerves that get you. How do you deal with your nerves?
You use them.
Right.
I
And
like
just
it.
walk it
Unpack
out.
that. Let's
So
unpack
Just
that.
walk it out. That's all you can do.
I think the three of us right here, because I believe in the beginning you said that we all got 20 years experience. So
Right.
what I'm here to say to back that up is, even after 20 years, when you know that you're getting up there to sing, your nerves get worse the closer you know you're getting to the stage.
Period.
And nothing worse than knowing the nigga singing right now, you're next.
Right.
That's the whole time your heart is going like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then that dude sing his last note and bomb everybody clapping, your heart is going like this.
Right.
And you on that side of the stage, and they like, yeah, so the next artist, your heart is, nigga, you in there. Boom. the minute that they go, ladies and gentlemen, Angie, that name, it puts a whole shock through your body. Oh shit. And it's like,
Right.
hey,
Right.
you the one put yourself in this situation. It's go time.
Period.
Right.
Take that adrenaline, man, and you go out there and you murk.
I like it.
Right.
I like it. I have learned. I've definitely learned. You got to put that emotion in the music.
Yeah.
But you got to stay out of your head.
Right.
You got to stay out of your head. Because for me, because of so I don't have the typical sound. So if you have a Wanye or if you have a Kehlani or whoever get up, I don't sound like them. Right. All those fast runs and those, that they be doing, I don't necessarily have that. So sometimes if I'm not careful, I'll get in my head like, I got to at least do something on that line to get the room to hit, have the room travel with me. But when I'm out of my head and I'm just like, well, listen, it's too late. Walter, you done got your ass up here, now give him Walter. When I'm comfortable in me in that moment, then I'm able to get up and I'm able to do my thing.
And you kills every single time. Every single time. I'll be like, I'm gonna throw something at him.
So I don't like getting up. I would rather get up after a male singer than getting up after a female singer.
I understand why you say that.
Anytime.
Angie,
okay, I need an explanation. Why is that?
It don't matter how much a dude kills, man. A woman's tone,
period,
vocal range, richness is just gonna always just sound.
You can't fuck with it. It's just something special. Yeah.
Me and this man have never talked about that before. That is real.
Yeah.
Tough. I'm nervous just thinking about it.
especially if she
right.
especially if she's subtle in her thing and she just know, like it's
a kill. It's a kill.
Right.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you this. Yeah, here's a great example, and this is for me. I'm gonna just throw it out there. Me going up after Luther, I actually would try that shit.
Okay.
Me going after Kiki Wyatt, you can miss me.
Oh yeah. Oh no. So that was beast, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Absolutely.
It's going to be a toned down show. It's going
right.
To
it's like, so when I say there's nothing left in the room, I have been places where I've seen people attempt to get up after someone just tore the room down. They just thrashed it. And it's like, boo, boo, boo. Just sing your song and sit down. Stop trying to recreate what they just did. Like, just get through your 3 songs and sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not your night. It's not your night. You should accept that.
So listen. If I could think straight about preparation, I'm gonna just tell y'all like this for real. Please go to these places and sit down and watch how they operate before you
Period.
go.
Right.
Period.
You need to really get a vibe of the room. For me, I can take a show, like a 3-song show that I'm gonna rock at the Roxy and have niggas like this with no chairs. I could take that same 3-song show and go to a cigar lounge and give it to you MTV Unplugged style.
Right.
You got to know your crowd. You got to know
audience.
What songs, what shows to give these people. You know what I'm saying? Everything counts. You know, like I said,
absolutely.
At a spot on a Friday night and you got a 30-minute show, please don't give these people slow ballots on a Friday at 9.
Right.
Right.
They want to drink and shake their ass.
They want to
dance. That's it.
You know, I mean, all of this stuff goes into preparation that will make your show incredible.
What you say, Angie? What they want to do?
They want to get
it. we like to show off riffs and stuff. We like to show that we can do riffs and runs and stuff. But I'm telling you, on a Friday, Saturday night, don't do that to me in the crowd.
Right.
Balance us, man. That makes for a great show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All of this stuff is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I like
good.
that. And I also have, when I have a set ready, I try to also have a contingency plan, because let's say you show up and you think the night you went to check them out, it was popping and they was in there like, you know, it was off of Crenshaw, but then you show up and it's, you know, some of our brothers and sisters, right? And you can't go up in there singing, I want to freak in the morning. You can't go in there killing.
I was thinking I want to sex you up.
Yeah. Right. You got to go in here and you got to have now a contingency plan. I like how you said that you do the same set, but you do it unplugged. I like that.
The different type
I definitely like that, because then I could take the same song and just do it with a different energy. Or you may just have to, it would do you some good. One thing I'm working on now is learning top 40.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Learning the top 40. That way I can get in here and I can sing some, you know, whatever is needed to grab the atmosphere, you know, of the video. For those of you that are watching, I feel like you've tuned in. I feel like we're connecting. I definitely feel like we're vibing. We are definitely vibing tonight, but I don't think you've liked that like button. I don't think you've clicked it, and I need you to click that like button, and I need you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Right. All right. Now, okay. So we talked about this from a singer's perspective. As you develop in your artistry, and I want you all to hear me, if you're going to be especially an independent artist, eventually you're going to want to put on a showcase.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to create an event of some sort so that you can showcase your music, your vibe, your feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to also want to make some money off this as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
My question, my question to you all is, what are some things that you take into account when you're planning your event? I know for me, I always think of venue cost above anything else. But
okay,
what are some things that you all take into account?
the place, the city.
Okay.
First of all, I mean, if we're going that far with event, where will your crowd drive to?
Absolutely.
You know, the atmosphere in there. Yeah, I mean, Lord, y'all keep bringing it in. It's a million things.
Absolutely. I in the past, I also try to connect with other artists. Now it's clear it's my show, right? But I try to connect with other artists so that during this we can cross pollinate. They can get some of my following, I can get some of their following, as well. And I don't always go for the next. They may not be the it person right now, because sometimes when a person is the it person, their head is too far up their ass. And I have never been one. I do not kiss ass well. We're not having sex. I do not. I'm sorry. But but
I'm musically, won't you? I like you.
But I have found more success when I have come alongside people who were equally as hungry for what I want as I am. So I'm not going to be out here pubbing the event and you just out here going to post it the day of. I need someone who is going to be aggressive about this, like I am as well. Right. And then for me, another thing I found out is sometimes it might not be what you want, but you got to learn how to fire the gun with the ammunition that you have. So, case in point, one of my first showcases, I wanted it to be at a high school, in a high school theater room. Couldn't get it, cost too much red tape. So I had to go down to a bar and grill, right? I had to charge a door price. And the agreement was, if you came to the door, you had to, it was a 2-item minimum that you had to purchase, right? But I had to find a way to package that, sell it, right? And then, bam. So I was able to walk out with the purse at the door.
Okay.
As long as everybody purchased 2 items, right? It was up to the bartender and the waitresses to make sure they got something expensive off the menu, right? But it was just my job to get the people in there. And, you know, it ended up being a good deal. What are some things that you would take into account if you were doing your first? This is your first showcase.
Real quick. I want to jump back on that. You're absolutely right. Please don't miss the business of that.
Absolutely.
A lot of places. Okay, I'll give you a good example too, if I can. Early 2000s, House of Blues, Hollywood. We could have rocked it. Okay, one of those nights that's like a dead night. You go up there, and because I had a boy that did that, so he went up and found out you can perform.
Right.
He was good, my boy Dubbo. All they said at the House of Blues, bring in 300 people.
Okay.
So they made him tickets that looked professional, had House of Blues on it, had his name on it, and he could sell them or, you know, whatever. Again, them coming into the House of Blues that night for you to bring the 300, every bar that's open got a financial goal that they have to reach every night.
Right.
So they want the bar.
Right.
He didn't have 300 people, but he agreed to do it. So he called me. I believe in his music, but I also know that the world doesn't know who he is.
Right.
And also, they gave him a 45-minute set. Do you know how long that is if you ain't shit to people?
Right.
If the show ain't together and shit like this. But I had the full proof plan. As far as being a friend with this dude, I hooked him up with this rapper Bishop Lamont. He's doing songs with other people, and that was my thing. So this is how you gonna do your 45-minute show. You about to call Bishop and see if he wants to come do that song with you. You about to call Homegirl. You about to call way. We're gonna get these 3 girls that been wanting to sing with us, do backgrounds for you, and
Period.
everybody brought their crowd.
Period.
People just wanted to come see Bishop. That's fine. People just wanted to come. You get what I'm saying? Come see
Right.
me. I'm singing tonight.
Right.
I ain't a rapper. Her family came. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he cleared way past 300.
Great.
I think at that time with the House of Blues, at the end of every night that they were open legally by state, they had to clear 2,500 at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that you do have to keep in.
Absolutely. So I like that you're bringing that up because it is. So I'm starting over from scratch in R&B, but if I were to do a gospel showcase right now, all them niggas that I recorded on their CD and did backgrounds and stuff, you're coming to the showcase and we're doing the song.
I'll be right back, guys.
Again,
And
like you say,
okay, I'm gonna ask you a question because that's Sister Tara. I think I met her. Does she songwrite and do some big shit?
So I only know Tara from We All Chill at the Karaoke. Okay, now her voice, sis got pipes.
Yes, she does.
I think she's the sister. I got a gig where I was doing background for Dr. Dre one time, and I did a gig where I was doing background for Raphael Sadiq, and I want to say she was there at both sessions.
Could have been.
As somebody that the point that we're making is get your own goddamn crowd and make your shit. What I noticed when I got around Dr. Dre, if that's the same Sister Tara, you want to know who that is. You see Dre in there, you see these people, but you see Tara in there and giving notes and shit, and you like, who that?
Right.
That's the other problem. So what you said, instead of worrying about grabbing somebody else's crowd, okay, I want Snoop and them, I want them and them. When you got your own circle, because when you that's what I noticed when I was in the Dre studio. Those are his people he grew up with. Those are his circle. Get your circle together and do it. You know, Tara ain't no joke. If that's her, she scared the hell out of me. Because we're doing backgrounds professionally. We did 3 songs in 3 hours. So you got 1 hour. And when I tell you Tara gave you your note and it's go time within 5 minutes, and I accidentally I messed up one time. Okay. And I'm in a tenor group of 3 niggas, and she stopped that music and was like, I think it's you, nigga. And I'm
Redbone? She Redbone?
She got it here. It's not a game.
No more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get professional, man. It's not a joke.
Absolutely. Another thing to keep in mind when you are planning a showcase, preparing for a showcase, is don't price yourself out the game.
Yes.
Okay. So I know the goal is to make money. That is the goal. But this is why you want to keep your overhead manageable. Okay. If people don't know who you are, they're not going to pay $20 and $30 to come to your show.
Right.
Stop listening to your mama and your pastor. Okay. Your pastor. Talk to some people that's been doing it for a while. Okay.
Yep.
And then, so if you talk to somebody who's been doing it for a while, you probably can't charge the same as them until you get that type of notoriety. Okay.
Right.
And then sometimes, this is just me keeping it a buck with you. Sometimes you may have to do some shit for free. Okay. To create a taste, to create an appetite for what you're bringing to the thing. And then the business end. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Right. You can't expect everybody to come to your event and you don't go to nobody else's.
Oh, but they won't do that. They will not come to your shit.
Right.
They will flake.
That's why it's best to have a circle of supporters. Everybody supporting each other.
Absolutely.
I'm not fooling with you unless you support me, because I'm always supporting people.
That's how, I had to get rid of that church mindset. I'm just heaping coals of fire on their head. I just want to do it. After a while, I was like, no, fuck you. I came to your shit. You didn't come to mine, bitch.
Right. Right.
It just is what it is.
Because get paid before the show if you do get paid.
I like that.
That part.
I like
Get
that.
your money.
Get your money.
Wait, get your what? Get your what, Angie?
I didn't get it yet.
Get your money. Get them shitcoin.
This, and we waiting to God to do it.
Right. Right. Okay. At work to write a contract, important. Right. Now, for me, I'm gonna say this.
More work for hire, yeah. Yeah.
I will say this. In some instances, how can I put this without sounding ignorant? Because it's going to come off ignorant, and there's going to be people to advise against it. But sometimes when I'm dealing with people I know, I don't always have a written contract.
Right. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. I don't always have a written contract when I work with people. In the past, let's say Angie and I, we're really good friends. Angie and I, we're good friends off stage, right? This is my friend. So a lot of times when I've introduced contracts into my friendship, it put a wedge in between them and I, because then they feel like I don't trust them.
It just depends on the person.
Okay.
It depends on the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you.
Because sometimes I think contracts are necessary sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I have never been offended when somebody slapped the paper in front of me. I'm willing to sign it because I stand behind my work and I know who the fuck I am. Right. But it's just it has made things stressful or strained between people and I in the past. It's not about trust. Absolutely. So I will say
personal problem.
I will say this.
Right, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I will say this. Once a contract has been introduced and it has made things strained, I no longer do business with that person again.
Right.
And then if there is no contract involved, there is a limit to what I'm willing to do, right? Mm-hmm. Because the contract pretty much protects me and says that I can't get paid for what the fuck I'm doing, right?
I think sometimes it's more, because let's keep it real. If both of us don't really, have a career, we're starting off, and I get you to sign a contract, are we really going to sue each other? You know what I'm saying? It's more of a promissory type thing. Now, these things come in handy when you guys are shelling out fucking cash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the only look, one time that cleared a whole house. I was in a clique one time where I'm telling you, 50 to 60 dudes is in there smoking weed, writing. Females walking through there. And we needed to contain that energy, and it was too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the perfect way to do it. I said, let me handle this. I just told niggas, hey, next week, man, we want to really take this label to the next level. Let's take it more serious, and I'm going to bring contracts for everybody. And that next day, the day that the contracts were supposed to come, it was 5 niggas in there.
Absolutely.
Because that's your electricity, that's your equipment you use, and these people just in rise. But when they see that you trying to take something serious, I even heard one girl tell me, "Hey, I don't want to sign with you because what if Dr. Dre sees me and wants me?" And I'm thinking, me and you actually did backgrounds for Dr. Dre together, so he kind of met you.
Yeah,
he ain't calling
right.
Give your own click. I believe in you here.
Right.
So it alleviates the bullshit.
That I how can I say this? I'm just gonna say it, and if I need to explain, I will. Sometimes people need to live in reality. They need to absolutely live in reality, because sometimes, and I believe in faith. I believe in faith and having dream and confidence and all of this, but you're not gonna everybody's not gonna start off top of the game. You're going to have to work your way there. And sometimes putting in work means I have to work the fuck out of where I'm at right now. Period, point blank. Before I got the call to do anything big, before I got the call to do anything worth mentioning, I did a lot of local shit, you know. And I've been overseas. I've been to Rome. I've been to, I was gonna say Rome. I've been to Italy. Lord, I've been to Spain. I've gotten out. I've done some shit, but
Nice.
singing. But all of that happened after, I had to put in some work. Like
CPS, we got a Angie over here beating children behind the scenes.
Don't be trying to do me.
Shut up. Okay, I'm just playing.
Do you got? I absolutely.
So
some people don't believe in that, but I absolutely believe that you do have to crawl before you walk. And I'm going to say this, and it might do you some good. You may have all the talent in the world. You may have a lot of vision, but it might do you some good to get with a do me how, and be like, okay, do me how. I'm going to sing background for you. I'm going to work with you. Where can I serve? To learn. I hate the word serve. That's so damn church, but y'all know what I mean. How can I help you out? Just so that you can learn how things go and how things work, If you see him putting on a showcase, it might help you to be like, how can I help you do this so that you can learn how it's done, so that while you're in your crawling stage, you're not scooting like some, how the babies scoot before they crawl? You might actually get out there and start crawling a little bit, and you might walk a little faster than some. I'm sorry.
No, because I've been talking all night, but
we love it though.
Right, these are your testing grounds, and in a sense, you do have to go. I think we need to go back to old school,
absolutely.
Where you were in a hole in the wall with some drunks, and there was 5 in there, and you got on that stage 5 out.
Right.
I've seen success stories from that. You go in there the next week, you perfect that little 20-minute show with them 5 drunks, and 5 drunks tell one person, and 10 people come next week until, hey, next week I won't be performing here. I know, I'm sorry. I'm going on tour.
Period.
That's how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And you got people to crowd these hole in the walls.
Right.
You just got to start off. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you this, especially beginning. I don't care if you got the coldest album right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just may not hear it live, so less is best.
Absolutely.
I've seen start a show off with that first song got us in there like, nigga, what?
Right.
Second song. Oh, y'all like that? I'm hitting y'all with a second one. And it's like, y'all like that? And that third one is like,
right.
And then they don't pay attention because they like, yeah, we're going to give you a fourth one. It's like, nigga, you didn't just see what just happened with the third.
Right.
That's the best. Know when to go.
Absolutely.
Get them, and get out.
I love it. All right. So to kind of wrap this all up, tied up in a bow, if you will. I want everybody in here to first know it starts with confidence. Have confidence in your gift, okay?
Right.
And sometimes it's not that you can't perform. Sometimes you just around people that won't give you the opportunity to perfect your gift. Get into a space that will allow you to perfect your gift. I was fortunate. I was born and raised in the church. In some ways, that was one of the benefits of being raised in the church. I was able to perfect my ability to harmonize, to teach, to relate with people, to work with people, okay? If you are not a religious person, you're going to have to find spaces that will allow you to sing, but not just sing with others, okay? So it's going to karaoke with your friends, and okay, let's duet. But okay, while we're duetting, we're not both singing like we're drunk. We're gonna get up here and sing the fuck out this song like Angie and I did, If This World Were Mine, last week at the motherfucking karaoke.
While we were drunk. And one to Shakoy.
Excuse their what you call that shit? Hypertension. They hypodermic. What you call that when you contradict yourself?
Right. But you're gonna have to get in places where you can get on stage and blend, So it looks like finding a place, going there, hanging out with your friends that sing, and just okay, well, we finna sing and blend and harmonize. Just, one thing, if you hang out with me and my singing friends, we gonna sing.
That's what we gonna do.
We gonna sing. I don't care if we at BJ's, and now we might not be all loud in front of the whole BJ's, but at our table, we gonna hum and harmonize something. And so at starting off, you may not know your notes. Somebody may have to give you your note, right? But you can't be scared to get out there and try. This is what's going to perfect you and sharpen you and allow you to become better so you can walk in your confidence and eventually showcase yourself to the world. Any closing thoughts, you all? Just jump out there.
Miss Angie?
I mean, he pretty much said everything. Everything's pretty much been said.
Right.
Know thyself.
Yeah.
Like I think I said this last week, and it's not to take from my brother and my sister. I always say they will run circles around me. But you will never know that when we're on stage together. I'm an asshole. I'm gonna climb on chandeliers. I'm gonna hang. But when I take that bow, that's where my humbleness comes back, and you know what I'm saying. So all of that stuff, but don't be over cocky. Know when you sharp and you flat.
Right.
No. Right. It's a lot of things you got to take into consideration. Don't play yourself cheap.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Just hit me up. I would love for all of us to get together and do something. Just
Chris, I asked that last week.
And we all said we down. You just gotta tell us when.
I'm gonna be down.
Angie.
Huh? Yes.
You're gonna come on next week, and and Christopher gonna be like, "We want to do something." I'm like, I told him 2 weeks ago and last week, and I'm gonna say it again. I didn't call you guys this week since then, so I will say that I will take responsibility.
Okay,
let's do it.
I was gonna say,
let y'all have a way out here.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
I want to.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
let's do it. So how can the people find you on? Wait, did y'all know y'all social media handles this week?
You know good and doggone well.
Oh Lord, do me how? How can the people connect with you?
Absolutely Angie B. That's all I can tell you. It's either absolutely Angie B with an E or without the E.
See, I don't even like you. I'm gonna have to find yours.
Same B Angie B. That same road 10.57. Yes, this is her.
I'll be forgetting which one. I think the one with the E is my TikTok. The one without the E is Instagram.
So,
I believe.
She doesn't know it this week.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys know I'm horrible with stuff like that. You got to let me know like 10 minutes before the show, 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Before the show.
Get at Walt if you want to get.
I ain't gonna remember. It's not important to me sometimes.
Remind me if you want to get in touch with Angie. Hit me up and I'll put you through without
if you
hesitation.
Find the N or the R at the end of the D.
Right.
Look,
now,
don't be doing me.
Marcel, how can the people get in touch with you if they want to contact you?
Paris L, PARISSEL. That's me on Instagram. Do Me How is actually this 70s character I'm creating with this big afro and this big mustache.
Okay.
Do Me is coming.
Do me.
So is he like?
I'm gonna tell you, Do Me don't like no man to call me Do Me. He don't like no man to call him Do Me. He likes to be called Mr. How by the men, but the ladies can call him Do Me all day.
I got you, Mr. How.
I got you. Like, hey, yeah, Do Me.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's weird. I'm tripping right now. This character's pretty funny.
I love it.
You know what just the name kind of gives me vibes of oh my gosh. What is the guy's name? What's that movie with the black dude that always had that Hennessy? Talking about the ladies with the big breasts.
I don't know. I'll take all that. Yeah.
It was from the 70s. I can't think of his name right now.
Was it Shaft?
No, not Shaft. He came out. Oh man, I can't think of it. Never mind. Let's scratch it.
It's in that range. Yes, it's in that range.
I'll remember in 15 minutes after we get off of here.
Of course.
Right.
And then I'll text you.
All right.
It was the Mac.
Follow me on all social media platforms. Walt B Connection. Hold on. Was it this guy? Was this it?
No, not David Alan Grier. Was he on that one though?
He said,
oh man. No. You talking about In Living Color. Not In Living Color. It's a movie. It's a movie. Everything gonna be all right.
Hey, that nigga, when he did that moonwalk and started creeping the Holy Ghost, and he broke and started laughing. That old David Alan Grier, boy, he's a monster.
Right. He's hilarious. He's definitely one of the funnier people.
Walter.
Thank
you, bro. Thank you for this, man. Thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you. We'll definitely be back next week with another show. Topic to be announced. I definitely want these two guests back, but there may be a guest, another fourth guest, depending on the topic. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next week. Tell somebody, share this video, like this video, and go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, God bless and all that other mess.